New York City, New York. It is also home to one of the greatest holidays that we will explore in a moment. Here at Agent Mike's movie TV show Revewer, Christmas Cavalcade 2, Global Holiday. And now that we're back, let's continue. Alright, now it's time to head on over to New York City. Take me there, my happy elf. Okay, Agent Mike. Abracadabra, Sabracaba, Christmas, New York City, lava, hex hex! Wow, I even flew this way before. That's right, Agent Mike. We're on our way to New York City. Wahoo! New York, New York at last. Make way for landing. Hang on. Yeah! Hey, wow! Here I am in a beautiful city filled with opportunities, excitement, and everywhere around you. This is the site where it housed the famous Christmas tree in Rockefeller Plaza, the world's largest Macy's, and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and some New Year's Eve ball drop. New York City! Here I am in front of the New York City shops in Times Square. This is where we get started. First up, I'm going to be reviewing about 3 chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, for the golden echo harmonica that Alvin gives to Tommy to make Tommy feel better in A Chipmunk Christmas. Check it out. It all started with a doctor visiting the family of a sick boy named Tommy. He admits that the chance of Tommy recovering before Christmas is bleak. The Chipmunks is in the recording session recording the Chipmunk song. As Alvin sees the golden echo harmonica, Tommy's family overhears that with the golden echo harmonica, it would make Tommy feel better. During the break, Alvin gives his golden echo harmonica to Tommy, which makes him feel better, and returns to the recording studio just in time to finish the session of recording a Chipmunk song. While the Chipmunks are decorating the tree, David gets a phone call from Carnegie Hall that they want Alvin to play his harmonica on Christmas Eve. So they come up with a plan to get Alvin a new golden echo harmonica. Even though that it gathered up the dogs to make reindeer and a photo booth where they can take picture with Santa Claus dressed by Alvin. Everything is ruined by Dave's attention, and he wants to know what happened, and they can't tell him about the harmonica. And it leads to a dream sequence which causes Dave to give up on something. On Christmas Eve, 2 hours before the concert, Alvin arrives at the store, and a nice lady gives him a golden echo harmonica and plays a song in exchange, and disappeared at the end. David, Simon, and Theodore arrive, and Dave apologizes to Alvin and tells him they have a surprise for him. And at the concert, Alvin learns that Tommy has fully recovered, and he joined the Chipmunks on stage to have a Merry Christmas. What I like about this holiday special is the Alvin and the Chipmunks classic TV show flavor, just like an unforgettable TV show of the same name. Isn't it fun celebrating Christmas with the Chipmunks? Other specials that I'll be reviewing in the next Christmas Cavalcade. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this 8.7. This holiday special is a must-see, especially if you're an Alvin and the Chipmunks fan. I highly recommend it. Oh boy! Here I am! On 7th Avenue, in the front of the world's largest Macy's, where the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is about to begin. Ah yes, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It started out in a Broadway spectacle show, along with the Rockettes with the famous Kicks, and the beginning of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with Macy's balloons, and a turkey with some characters in it, the Pilgrims and the Puritans, and different floats of different popular cultures like the Sprout Channel and the Smurfs and SpongeBob, even Nick Jr. floats like Dora and Friends, and along with many others. And who couldn't forget about the elf on the shelf? Isn't it awesome? And since 2009 to 2015, Yes, Virginia, from the 2009 animated special that I'll be reviewing it later on. And at the end of every Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, guess who's coming to town? That's right, Santa Claus himself, with Mrs. Claus and the elves and 8 of his reindeer. Let's not forget about Rudolph if he's in it. And now that the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is done, let's go back to the front of Macy's with Agent Mike. Ho, ho, ho! Santa Claus is always at the end of every Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to welcome Christmas everywhere. And speaking of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, here's this 1994 film from 20th Century Fox that I'm going to be reviewing, Miracle on 34th Street. Have a look! It all started where Kohl's department store special events director Dory Walker fires Tony Falaci from being the Kohl's department store's Santa Claus after he gets drunk before taking part in a Thanksgiving Day parade. Immediately try to find a replacement. She spots an elderly man whose name was Kris Kringle, who was the inebriated Santa, and he did such a wonderful job performing as Santa Claus in the Kohl's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Kohl's is a parody of Macy's. Indeed, this movie was based from the 1947 film of the same name. As you can see, Brian told Susan to believe in Santa Claus, even though she knew that the guy who is really Santa Claus is Kris Kringle. After all, Susan really wants a Christmas wish for Brian and Dory to get together on Christmas Day. Kris was hired in Kohl's department store for the holiday period, becoming Santa Claus. Wow, it looks like Kris Kringle has a dream come true. Seeing of what he could imagine that he wants to talk to children and ask them what they do want for Christmas. Of course, Susan told Santa what she really wants for Christmas is to have a loving family. That's when Santa agreed with her. Even Kris Kringle himself sees the reindeer at the park in New York, and these strangers gives him a ride home. The best part I love about this scene is Kris Kringle does sign language to a deaf girl while she is talking to Santa in a sign language form. However, a rival department store of Kohl's, Shoppers Express, is about to have revenge by Tony Falaci. The best part I love is where Brian and Dory have a date with each other in New York City, Rockefeller Plaza, the restaurant, and even Central Park. Susan told Santa of what she really wants is a family, as she shows a picture, as previously mentioned earlier. Brian gives Dory a ring, although she said it's gonna have to wait and come later, as they're trying to settle affairs between Kohl's and their rival Shoppers Express. During the day, as it happened, Fallaci has taken revenge by means of setting up Chris to be arrested after Chris battled Fallaci, and he was taken by police to be arrested. With the help of Brian, Dory takes Chris's case to court and drums up support for him from the public. In court, Brian manages to bring witnesses to testify that Chris is Santa Claus after meeting him at Kohl's. Of course, the prosecution presents a compelling case that Santa Claus doesn't exist, leading the judge to confide in Brian that he would be forced to rule against Chris. Just as the judge is about to make his decision, Susan walks up to the judge with a Christmas card containing a $1 bill. On the back, the words "In God We Trust" are circled. The judge realizes that since the U.S. Department of Treasury can put its official faith in God with no hard evidence, then the people of New York City can believe in Santa Claus in the same way. The judge was left with no choice, but he decided to dismiss the case and declares that Santa is real, existing in the person of Kris Kringle, and case was dismissed. Following the court case, Dory and Brian are maneuvered by Chris into realizing their true feelings for each other and are married in a very small ceremony right after the Christmas Eve midnight mass in the cathedral. On Christmas morning, Susan wakes up to the news of the marriage and is elated to see that she has part one of her Christmas wish: to be with a family that she ever desires, with Brian as her new dad. With the help of the Christmas bonus at Kohl's, they got a big house and everything that Susan and Dory and Brian wished for. What I like about this holiday film is based from the 1947 film of the same name, and although it received mixed to positive reviews from the critics, this is truly an American classic. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this movie 8.3. This movie is definitely a must-see for everyone. You want to go to Pineville, Agent Mike? Now that we gotten taken care of, it's time to move on to a place where it has Jingle and Belle, the husky pups. And that place is called Pineville. Happy Elf, take me to Pineville, please. Let's go. Abracadabra, lovely Till. Take us to Pineville! Hex Hex! Which way to Pineville? Many, many miles north of here. Oh, I see. It's a village. Hang on. Boy, here we are in this beautiful town of Pineville, located in the northern part of the Northern Hemisphere. Wow. It sure is cold outside. After all, what more fun could it be in this cold weather like this, where it's always cold in the wintertime? I am talking about a boy named Andrew, who is interested in a husky pup, whom he saw one, and he names it Jingle. Boy, Andrew desperately wants a husky pup, especially around Christmas time. And he loves to come by and plays with the husky pup. So now I am going to be reviewing this awesome 2011 holiday special, which was aired on Hallmark Channel. And it's called Jingle All the Way. Not to be confused with the 1996 Arnold Schwarzenegger film of the same name. Here we are in Pineville to review two of its animated Hallmark holiday specials about a dog named Jingle and the other dog named Belle. Husky dogs, that is. Now I'm going to show you the first of its holiday special from Hallmark, Jingle All the Way. Eeny, meeny, husky dog, show us Jingle all the way, y'all. Hex, hex! It all started where a boy named Andrew sees a husky pup whom he names him Jingle, at Mrs. Hibbard's farmhouse next to the tree farm, where Andrew's parents is about to pick out a Christmas tree. As Jingle finds his way around the countryside and into Pineville. With the help of the red bird, that is, that made Jingle feel very happy. In Pineville, where Andrew goes to school and learn new things, after school, he sees Jingle outside the school playground, where he and his friend Sarah are happy to see Jingle and so delighted, and Andrew told Jingle that he's a good dog. That's how I like about it the most. Although that Andrew's mother told Andrew that owning a husky pup comes someday soon. As Jingle went back to Mrs. Hibbard's farmhouse, he knew that Mrs. Hibbard moved away. As the dog catcher of Pineville tries to capture Jingle, he notices that Jingle is protecting its red bird, as the dog catcher realized that he loves birds. And although the dog had a change of heart, he won't catch the dog, but he saved the red bird. Jingle ran away from Pineville to a hiding place, and as the last day of school arrived, Andrew searches and searches for Jingle, but he couldn't find Jingle the husky pup. So he wrote a letter to Santa, hoping that Jingle would find a good home. Jingle came out of hiding and back to Pineville in the confusion that there's nobody out on Christmas Eve, and he finds Santa's sack. And on Christmas Day arrives, Andrew is so happy to have Jingle as his best friend and his pup. And his parents enjoy him as well. What I like about this holiday special is to what Hallmark could do. It is perfect for those dog lovers out there and husky pups out there who loves watching it the most. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this animated special 9.5. This animated special is definitely a must-see on Hallmark Channel, especially if you are a husky dog lover. Wow! Andrew gets what he really wanted, a husky pup. Good dog, Jingle. Now, here is another holiday special that was also aired on Hallmark Channel in 2012, and it was a sequel to Jingle All the Way. Do you know what it is called? Hey, Happy Elf! Stop it! Oh, sorry, Agent Mike. That's alright. It's about a female husky pup whose name is Belle. And her master, Sophia. She's about the same age as Andrew. Of course, Sophia moved to Pineville from Palm City. There she meets with Andrew, who shows her around Pineville and introduces to the cold winter weather and the spirit of Christmas. At the same time, Sophia's dog, Belle, was introduced to Jingle, and together they were the best of friends. And I'm talking about this holiday special, which is the sequel to Jingle All the Way, Jingle and Belle's Christmas Star. That's what I'm going to be reviewing. So here's the review of the sequel while I go play with the Pineville residents of the snow. Catch you later. It all began in Pineville, where Andrew and his friends are happy to see the Pineville workers putting up a Christmas tree in the town square. When Andrew and Jingle arrive back home, he notices the next door neighbor's house is ready for a new arrival. Sophia from Palm City, who loves bodyboarding, surfing, and having fun with her friends, Megan and Miguel, with her husky pup named Belle. When she and her family and Belle moved into Pineville, Belle sees Jingle and became friends, and Andrew greets his new neighbor and friend, Sophia, to welcome to Pineville. She made a wish on a star that hoping she wants to spend Christmas with her friends. At class, Andrew was the winner for putting the star on top of the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve at the town square. After school, Andrew and Sophia goes to Pineville and showed her around Pineville and her parents' bake shop to enjoy all kinds of delicious treats for them and their husky pups. Of course, I like the way how Sophia told to her husky pup Belle, "Belle, can you say thank you?" That is so nice manners. At Pineville Park, Andrew and Sophia are having fun playing in the snow, and together they build a snowman. And she sees Andrew's friend Sarah and Bruce, the picked on person, who told Sophia that there is no sun, surf, and beach in Pineville, but cold winter weather, leaving Sophia a bit disappointed. But Andrew manages to cheer Sophia, and they finish building the snowman together just before the winter storm comes to Pineville, which almost blew the Christmas tree off, and trying to find the husky pups. Luckily, they found the husky pups as Belle lost her collar that she obtained from Palm City. And, of course, Andrew's father takes them back home safe and sound as the storm lasts for 3 days. And knowing that Sophia's flight to Palm City to celebrate Christmas is canceled, which leaves Sophia a bit disappointed and upset. On Christmas Eve, everything is cleaned up from the storm, and the Christmas tree remains intact as is, and Santa will announce the winner as Andrew goes to Sophia's house and convince him to come join in the town square. Along the way, they met with Bruce, and Bruce apologizes to Sophia for picking on her, and Sophia accepts Bruce's apology. And together, with their husky pups, they slide down back to the town of Pineville, and Jingle and Belle pull the sled and arrive just in time as Andrew was selected to put the star on top of the Christmas tree. Andrew convinces Santa that he and Sophia will do it together, so they ride on top of the Christmas tree, and Andrew and Sophia put the star on top of the Christmas tree, which brings a cheer to the residents of Pineville. And Sophia was so happy that she made good friends with Andrew, and so does Jingle and Belle. What I like about this holiday special is, like its previous one, Jingle All the Way, it's about friendship and to spend Christmas with family and friends, and so much fun with those husky pups that I love the most. On a scale of 1 to 10, just like in the previous special, I'm going to give this a 9.5. This animated special is definitely a must-see, especially if you love husky pups from Hallmark. Boy, that playing in the snow in Pineville was so much fun with those kids and grown-ups. And saw the lighting of the Pineville Christmas tree. After all, Andrew and Sophia were the best of friends. And that's what friendship is all about. Now, time to be heading back to New York City, my happy elf. Sure thing. Eeny, meeny, wishy, wishy. Take us back to New York City. Hex, hex! Wow, Pineville is a great village for the holidays. Yep. Look, Mike, there's the Plaza Hotel. Let's make a landing. You got it, Elf. I'm back in New York City. Now, let's continue. I'm inside New York's most exciting hotel experience, the Plaza Hotel. Right here is the picture of Eloise. She is 6 years old and she's a city child. In this holiday movie, aired on The Wonderful World of Disney on ABC, is Eloise at Christmastime. Check it out. It all started with a shot of a hotel lobby, with a large pink gift box leaning on the display table in the middle of the room. The hotel manager, Mr. Salamoni, asked one of the staff to take the box to the package room. Two of the staff take the gift box to the package room. When they leave, the box is open and we see Eloise crawling out. Eloise, a 6-year-old girl who's a city child and lives in the Plaza Hotel, is on a mission to find any presents in the package room from her mother, who has taken a trip to Paris. When Eloise does not find any packages from her mother, she then leaves the room in a large mess. She skips toward the lobby and pushes into a long line at the check-in desk and interrupts a conversation between Mr. Salamoni and two patrons wishing to upgrade their current hotel suite to a parkside view room. Eloise asks Mr. Salamoni if there have been any packages from her mother in Paris, and he replies that there hasn't any. He pushes her away, telling Eloise that he is currently very busy, like usual. Eloise pushes in the line again, offering Mr. Salamoni some unnecessary assistance, but he declines, pushing Eloise away from the hectic line. Eloise leaves, but is instantly back in a flash when she notices a suspicious man waiting in the queue. She thinks that this patron is a spy, but Mr. Salamoni declines and instantly changes the subject so that Eloise can leave the line. He requests Eloise to look out for the hotel's Christmas tree delivery, which is due to be at the Plaza Hotel at any moment. He tells Eloise to inform him when the delivery arrives. And looks like the spy is keeping an eye on him. Wow, the best part in the scene is where Eloise goes on a shopping spree in New York City, including the Toys R Us in Midtown Manhattan. Today it was closed, but hopefully Toys R Us will find another one. Anyway, back to the movie review. Boy, I do love Billy. He's not only delivering room service to Eloise and her nanny, but he's an actor, singer, and dancer, and a performer that Eloise really adores him the most. The main focal point of the story deals with the impending marriage between Rachel Peabody, the hotel owner's daughter, and a bachelor named Brooks Oliver, who was chosen by Rachel's family to be her husband. Later, Eloise eventually learned that Oliver is into doing something suspicious. She also found out that Rachel has taken a liking to Bill, a room service waiter, and one of her friends 4 years earlier. Wow, I can see how Nanny is with her British friend, and seeing Rachel dressed nicely for the upcoming wedding, looked in by Eloise, as Eloise changes the meeting schedule to 5 o'clock. Wow. Now, that's something you'll never see. Eloise receives a spy kit from the previous film from a boy whose name is Leon. Eloise and Leon did spy work together in the previous film, Eloise at the Plaza, which I haven't reviewed that film yet. but I will do it eventually. Now, as I said before, that Billy dances with Rachel, though he was an actor, of course, and I see how Eloise talks to the suspicious-looking person. And I like the way how Eloise dances with Nanny in a Christmas dance-like to Jingle Bell Rock. Sometimes she knew that when she slams the door, lights go out. Now that is kinda funny. Don't you think so? Eloise looked out the window and she sees snow outside the Plaza Hotel as she's really excited. But a suspicious person locks Eloise in a closet, and thankfully Nanny saved Eloise from the closet and trying to stop the wedding. When Mr. Peabody became aware of his daughter's relationship with Bill, he then sent his daughter to a university hoping to break his daughter's ties with the waiter. Eloise then intervened with a relationship, much to the disappointment of Rachel's father. She then succeeded at restoring Bill and Rachel's romance with each other. Oliver is then arrested for forgery, and Mrs. Thornton, who was in danger of being evicted, is granted a permanent stay at the plaza. And to top it off, Eloise's mom arrives, and they rejoice, and they sang "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." What I like about this holiday film is based off of Eloise books by Kay Thornton. And of course, she first appeared in Eloise at the Plaza. And of course, this is one of the greatest holiday films that has ever presented not just New York City, but everywhere around the world. That's why I really like how Julie Andrews performed as Nanny in both the films Eloise at the Plaza and Eloise at Christmastime. Julie Andrews makes a great actor. Isn't it fun when hanging with Eloise, the 6-year-old girl, at the Plaza Hotel? So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this movie 7.5. If you are a fan of Eloise, or if you're a New Yorker, this movie is definitely a must-see for Christmas time. I bet you're gonna love it. Hey folks, stay right where you are, because when we come back, here are some more holiday movies and animated TV shows and TV specials to check it out. Coming up next, a selection of holiday episodes from different TV shows, such as Paw Patrol, Tupu, Stella and Sam, and some others. Plus, we'll also review the next holiday film, Christmas is Here Again, with Jay Leno as narrator, and Andy Griffith as Santa Claus. Then we'll go to Christmastown and we'll review Caillou's holiday movie explaining different holidays around the world. And we're also going to be reviewing Switchmas, and we will review and sing along to We Wish You a Merry Christmas next on Agent Mike's Movie TV Show Revewer Christmas Cavalcade 2 Global Holiday.